I am fully inebriated, bruv. I have lost all my senses, cuz. Oh. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna continuously laugh at Spurs. Bruv, I need to put some acid into this fucking e-cigarette, bruv. I don't care. I'm sorry. We gave you Mandams a head start. We put Sanchez in goal. That's literally an advantage for any opposition. All right, we're giving you the best head start that we could have given you guys. And you still fucked it up. In fact, you made him world class. How shit can you be as a football club when you make Sanchez look like Roberto Carlos? Nah, I'm gassed. Nah. This is too good. I don't care that Liverpool are 20 billion points ahead of Chelsea. Today we won the Premier League title. That's what it feels like today. Nah, I'm gassed. My name's Minzy. This is a Chelsea tie, and this is a big game, and we won. We won comfortably. Do you know what the sad thing is? I felt more comfortable about this game against Tottenham than I feel comfortable against Brentford away. I genuinely think Brentford will absolutely destroy Chelsea away. I mean, well, Brentford are home, Chelsea away, innit? But I genuinely think Brentford will give more of a challenge than Tottenham did. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had Sanchez in goal. We gave them a head start and they still couldn't do shit. And to be honest, Tottenham didn't deserve shit in this game. It would have been an absolute travesty if they would have got something in this game. To be honest, I was so inebriated and I was watching it on the screen in the pub. I don't know how many minutes they added on in the game, but they could have literally added on 1 million minutes of stoppage time. I don't know how much minutes. I think they added 12 minutes of stoppage time in that bloody game, and they got nowhere near the Chelsea goal. They were absolutely terrible. And I think that's the difference of this game. The reason why Chelsea won this game was because Tottenham were terrible. Not because Chelsea were good. It was because Tottenham were terrible. All right? But I'm glad that Chelsea won because there was no excuses for Chelsea to not win this game. We had our attacking players back. The only person we were missing is Romeo Lavia, where unfortunately he's so injury prone that if you breathe some oxygen and carbon dioxide into his fucking face, he ends up bloody in ITU or a fucking HDU somewhere in a London hospital. That's how fragile he is, unfortunately. But, oh well, we'll look forward to Romeo Lavia returning sometime in 3 seasons. I don't know when this geezer will be back. But, hey-ho, it's, like I said, I think it was the most comfortable 1-0 win. I have to admit, it was a comfortable 1-0 win. We started, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I kept accusing Chelsea of being a team that passes sideways. They don't really penetrate the forward line enough. It's like, it's strange. It's genuinely strange. It's like the only time Chelsea would cross a ball into the box is if there's no fullback covering our attacking play. If there's a fullback, say, for example, covering the left, we'll pass it sideways and go to the right and see if he can avoid a fullback covering the right side instead, and vice versa. We are too afraid to put the ball into the box. We have to make it so perfect that a cross goes in. And unfortunately, even our crosses are quite clapped. But I was pleasantly surprised. We were playing long balls. I was like, damn, we were mixing it up. That's what I want to see from a Chelsea side, is mixing it up. Like in the very first few moments of the game, I think Chalobah played it long. Jackson went through on goal. And you can tell Jackson has been away from the game for so long. He didn't have any composure. He toe poked it straight at the keeper. And then even then, to his credit, he still chased that missed opportunity. He closed down the clearance and he came off the post. That was a bit unlucky. And then, to be fair, I think in that first half, Chelsea dominated. Jackson went over, and then Sancho, I don't know how he didn't score. Vicario tipped it over the bar magnificently. And then towards the end of the game, Spurs being Spurs, acting like the bunch of pricks that they are, decided to body Colwill. I think Pedro Porro bodied Colwill, and then there was a massive melee. Like the pussy holes that Spurs are, you fucking wankers. Fuck you. You have no right to even come to our stadium and start a fight. You lot are pussy-os, fam. You lot are pussy-os. Shut the fuck up. You have no right to come up to any of our Chelsea players and start a beef with them, you pussy-os. Anywho, it ended 0-0 first half. And then second half, again, it was the same pattern of Chelsea pressure, mixing it up with short passes and long balls. And then we went 1-0 up early thanks to a wonderful cross from Palmer. Finally, the cunt does something in the game. He gives a perfect cross, and Enzo Fernandez couldn't miss that header. The shortest man on the pitch gets a bullet header into the top of the Spurs net, top left-hand corner. What a beautiful cross. What a beautiful header. 1-0. And it's strange, we felt comfortable being 1-0 up, even though it shouldn't have been. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like I was sitting there with this... Actually, I tell a lie, I was sitting there with a sip of beer and some vodka Red Bull. And I was absolutely loving it. But it was techie, it was really nervy. And then we thought we went 2-0 up when Caicedo bulleted a fucking volley into the back of the Spurs net, but then it was chalked off for offside. I don't know how you drew... I didn't even see the lines. They put it onto the VAR screens. I didn't even see the lines. Where were the lines, bro? What lines were you bloody snorting? Were you doing a David Coote? I don't know, but where were the lines? The lines were invisible and you called it offside. I want to see the lines. I don't think any of the Chelsea players that were involved in the attacking play were offside. The only one who was offside was Jackson, and Jackson is offside anyway. He's in Dhaka International Airport and the ball gets played forward. Forget him, but he wasn't involved in the... He was no way interfering with any of the play. The players that were there interfering with the play, they were in line with the Tottenham players. I don't know where you drew the lines, but I want to see them. I want to see them, because if I saw the lines and a toenail was offside, then fair enough. It's the laws of the game. If any part of your body is offside, it's offside. And you're involved in the attacking play, then and any part of your body is beyond the line of the last defender, then you're offside. It doesn't matter about inches. I know girls complain about inches, but on this occasion, for a bloke's game, and even in the women's game, if you're just a tiny weeny bit offside, and let's be honest, I'm also a tiny weeny bit somewhere there. Anyway, forget about that part. But anyway, I still smash though. Anyway, no, I don't know. Why am I pretending to be alpha? I'm a fucking simp. Anyway. No, anyway. But do what I was saying. It was I want to see the lines. I want to see the lines. No lines were produced. Fair enough. Fair enough. It was given offside. I can still dispute it at the end of the day, but I guess the internet will kindly gladly show that a couple of Chelsea players were offside beyond the line of David Coote snorting whatever he snorted. Anywho. Then Tottenham ended up scoring a fabulous equaliser with Sarr, or so they did, until you saw the replay of how Sarr committed GBH against Caicedo, you wanker. I could see that foul from a mile off. How the ref made it made the decision to play on, I don't know. Thank Christ VAR came into play then. VAR was annoyed at you for choking off our goal, but thank Christ you came in to save our asses for that goal that Tottenham scored and you choked it off. Thank Christ for that. So well done for VAR for sorting that fucking out. I can tell you that for sure. But hey, it finished 1-0. Spurs didn't look like scoring a goal until the very last minute when was it Dom Solanke? I don't know who it was that put the ball in across from the right, and then Son nearly scored, but Sanchez, miraculous save, he tipped it around for a corner. Match defining moment. That's like I'm saying, you made Sanchez look like Roberto Carlos. I mean, I don't know how shit you must be as a football club to make Sanchez look that good, but hey oh. Thanks for that. Now he's going to start the rest of the game. I don't know, maybe Spurs might have done a wonderful job on us by making Sanchez keep a clean sheet. But hey, it is the way it is. We've won 1-0, mashallah. And I am absolutely feeling fantastic. So what next? We got Brentford away and then Legia Warsaw in the UEFA Conference League. Like I said, I fear Brentford more away than I did for Spurs at home. I think that game is going to be tricky. We could potentially lose that game if I'm being genuinely honest here. But we've got our main squad back, and I hope Lavia comes back. I don't know the extent of Lavia's injury. Only Enzo Maresca and the rest of the Chelsea medical team know what exactly is going on down there. But I'm hoping he's back for that game because we need him. We need a strong we need a good midfield to counteract Brentford's attacking prowess, because Brentford are not just like a counter-attacking team. They can do that perfectly well, but boy, are they good in possession as well. So we need a strong midfield unit to counterattack any other attacking flair. And Romeo Lavia is crucial in that. And I hope he comes back for that game. Otherwise, I do worry and fear for Brentford away. But let's see what happens. We won the game against Spurs. We're back to fourth in the league. It's up to fate to see what happens on Sunday. But until then, thank Christ we beat Spurs. We've done the double over them. We're back in fourth. And boy, am I feeling good, baby. Get in there, fam. I'll see you for Sunday, cuz get in.